Behold, a square, a cube. Riveting news, I know. How are we friggin' doing today, ladies and gentlemen, boils and ghouls? What is the cucumber doing there? For its threatening aura. Its powerful threatening aura. To intimidate off, ward off evil. Evil that's not me. Tee. It's finally summer. Yippee! Let me see if my horizontal chat will work. I tried to set it up before the stream. Tried. Can I, like, give it a cute little refresh? Did I close the chat? No, it's open. Well, shit. Well, one part of it sorted out, but I guess not the actual horizontal chat part, so I guess I'm gonna seem like I got schizophrenia again. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hate summer. We should remove it from our consciousness. Summer is the only 2.5 month vacation I get. I suppose that's a fair reason. You know what really sucks? Is once you become an adult, unless you got a really good job, that's the only time in your life you're gonna get that long off of work, I tell you what. You're gonna be working for the rest of your god dang days. And I mean it to sound grim. It just is. Do 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 do. What about winter? You usually get like time off for Christmas, right? Depends on where you work. Some places might give you the day off. Some places might let you have like the day before, the day after too. But typically, except for I think Labor Day, depending on where you're at, you're working. Boy, you're working. Alright. Let's get to cooking. So today's goal, cucumba. Lower the vertices a bit. Let me do 12. Winter break is at most a 2-week break. I could have swore for me it was just a week and a half maybe. It's summer already? Is Steam gonna have a summer sale? Mayhapple? Speaking of angels, wait, who said anything about— oh. An angel makes itself beautiful to deceive by human. Oh my god, Forbidden Super High! How have you been? I think I've noticed you arting in the art chat in Discord. Good for you, broski. You love to see it. Prepping to graduate college tomorrow? Oh my gosh, that's big! Congrats! Forgive me, I'm wiping my eye. What you doing? Some blender monstrosities? Hell yeah! I'm gonna make a cucumber. I've been learning Blender. It's been an experience, Tam. I've also streamed the last 3 nights, and each stream I have crashed at least once. Everyone. I love that for me. LMAO, I hear the Zelda OST on memes so much, it's not even sad anymore. Dog. I feel you. I was peeping a Roblox game recently because it looked like a competitor, okay? I was trying to scope out my competition. And they had like some background song playing, and I wasn't really paying attention, and then it like swapped over, like there's a playlist, I guess, and it started dead ass playing the Kokiri Forest theme. Like the one that you hear in memes quite a bit. And I'm like, oh, I don't think they got permission for this. I don't know if you like need special permission for Roblox games, because I mean like they're kind of monetized. But I was like, whoop. It seemed like the people who made it too were Indonesian, so I don't know if it's like more difficult to go after like small Roblox indie devs from not the big America, Europe, Japan, whoever else maybe Nintendo is good buddies with. Who knows? Maybe they're good buddy with Indonesia. Maybe they'd crack down. It's night for y'all. I just woke up. Azur. So you said you're Southeast Asian, right? I am 12 hours behind you, I believe. So it is PM. I've eaten my din din. Belly full. I'm tired. This kind of be looking like a pill. How long do I make the cucumber? I mean, this is pretty big, isn't it? That's not very centered. That's pretty huge. Okay, got it. Needs to be bigger and have eyes. Oh dear. With a tomato friend as well. Also, and before you tell me to add balls, I'm not adding balls. This is something you eat. Not something you... Never mind. You get the point. Get a little bigger so it's rounder. Yeah. Yeah! You too. Yep, how'd you know? I'm psychic. Yeah, put two big spear eyes on the bottom. Of course, of course. How can I forget? Essential to a cucumber. Man. Can I, like, subdivide just a selection? Or... I want another circle. But, like, smaller. What if I control R it? Well, I guess I could do this. Okay. Grab the teeniest, tiniest bottom. Oop. Yeah. Yeah. 나이스다요. I just want to get that tippy top. Make it smaller. Even smaller. Because then I'm gonna hit an E. Oh, I got a stem. Okay, I think that's pretty cucumber-y. Maybe I'll make it a bit longer. How do I want to do that? Oop, oop. Why isn't my blender centered on the screen? I'm over it. I'm over it. It won't even like let me stretch it. As booty cheeks. I think I'm gonna get rid of the streaming suite that I got. And now let's give it some curve. Because all these things have a natural curve, right? Or I guess just some do. I think a little curve would be nice. Yeah! I want to create another loop cut here and here so I could curve it even more. Just a tidbit. Make it a little smooth. Give it balls! Not you too! Not you too! Yeah, people cucumber curves, FYI. Okay, looks a little fucked up. Let me try that again. Like restrict the axes. There we go. Erectile dysfunction. Oh no. Be nice to my cucumber, he can't help it. Whoa. It's kind of banana shaped. Alright, that looks good, right? There's nothing wrong with curving cucumber. Good. Yippee! Too big. Alright. Shit, I closed out my tutorial I made myself. Maybe I know enough now. We'll try left alt boop. Wait, no, one at a time. Like this. I'm gonna try it there. And just hope for the best. Loop cut my precious cucumber. I can't believe we're cutting off my cucumber skin like this. Mark seam. It's Pickle Rick. I guess better than Cucumber Claude. My new fictional character I just made up. Oh, whoa? Click, click, click. Click, 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 click. Maxime. Da, 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 da. I misclicked twice. Do you guys eat your cucumbers with or without the skin? I forgot to change the title of my Twitch stream. Hold up. Art. I'm gonna make it, because I'm evil, making my favorite fruit in Blender. Good enough. I mean, circumcision is important for cleaning. No, it's not! No, it's not. I beg to differ. If you are uncut and you can't stay clean, that's a skill issue. I will actually die on this hill, even though I'm already dead. Oh, getting right up in that crease is difficult. Ooh, it's a tight squeeze. That's what she said. Now the butt. That's a quote. You don't eat cucumbers? I hate cucumber, one of the few vegetables that just can't. I'm personally offended. There's tears in my eyes right now. I'm crying in the club right now. Oh, whoa! This probably looks really sus. I'm so sorry. Inaba Tomo-chan. Thank you for the raid. I hope you are doing fantastic. May your pillow always be cool. Methinks I should put a little bendy bend right there. Like that. Yeah. Oh! Totally innocent shape, no worries. Oh, please, I need that right now. It's too hot in Angerland. Or Nor. Oh, what in tarnation did I do? What the heck? Oh, I see exactly what I did. Tee. There. That's better. I think I'll bring the stem down a little bit. Yeah. Cucumba! It's quite warm. Just woke up and my pillow's wet from drool. Hey yo! I'm a drooler too! Let's go, drool bros. Too warm. Yeah, I heard it's quite something in Europe. But you guys just aren't built for the heat. And as an American, it's hard to fathom. It's my whole life we've always been built for the heat. Even in the north. Record-breaking heat wave again. Can we stop breaking records? I feel ya. I feel ya. We've had really weird weather here. That is an interesting way to break up. There's no way. Finally, it's like... Man, nah. Nah. Let's try that again. Minimum stretch? Better, but still weird. Your sausage looks fucked up, alright. Be nice. What does this do? Almost better. Not quite. Wrap angle based. I think this might be the best I'm gonna get. Da, da, da. Wait, can I put you back in the middle? Da, 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 da. I'll scotch you up here. Giving that good scotch. Put you back on the texture map. Yeah, we back on the map, boys. We back on the map. Now this is just aggravating. But I guess it's just a stem. Who cares? I guess you've learned it here today, folks. You learned it here today. Don't curve your cucumbers. If you want easy unwrappings. My favorite is when Americans come over here and go, oh god, no, it's different. All of our houses are built with mega insulation for keeping that heat in, and there's no AC. Yeah, sounds like hell. Still can't fathom why I got hail and floods in the middle of my 80-degree weather. Actually, hotter weather I think is ideal for hail. This reminds me of the ramen model kit I found. It's a model kit, but it's ramen. Hell yeah. Better head to bed, but good luck with your blender magic. Thank you! Thanks so much for raiding. I hope you had a wonderful stream and a wonderful night. Take care! Stay cool! Cool as a cucumber. Cucumber X. And shading. I think I got this down without my tutorial now. New material. Base color. Oopsie. Drag this shit over. Image color. Pick the texture. I'm doing it. Oh my god, I'm doing it. I'm so good. Let me save as. cucumber dot blend. Texture paint. We made it. And I'm gonna start out with a gradient. Let's pick some good greens. Let's do a darker green on the bottom. Richer, yeah. And lighter green on the top. Up top. Turn down for what? Be like that. Just to start. Oopsie. Poopsie. There we go. Okay, broskies. How detailed should I be with this? Cucumber. Cause like cucumbers have some texture. Cute little texture. Try looking up low poly cucumber. I wonder if cucumbers are related to like squashes and melons. I mean, they're real similar, aren't they? Just like a less thick skin. Alright, time to swap monitors. Whoop! So I can unlock the tablet mode, the locked in mode. Same as the others. No, they aren't super huge, but you should see that it's not a flat texture. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna give this a save before it inevitably crashes. I think I've figured out what's been making my Blender and or OBS crash is whenever I paint, it just lags, and also when I use the middle mouse button to rotate, it also lags. So I think what's been happening is I've been trying to do both too quickly or at the same time, and it freaks out on me. It tells me I suck. Maybe it's right. Boom, 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 boom. Ba, 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 ba. I'll whip out the boop. Dun, dun, boom. Dun, dun, boom. Dun, dun. Love this goofy music. Go with a softer brush. Is it just me, or is this slowed down a little bit, the music? Methinks I will record some videos tomorrow. When they'll be edited, though, your guess is as good as mine. When was the last video? It was in February. I made a video of February sucked. Oh wait, no, that was my last stream. Oh! The last one... Maybe it was, it might have been my Larson vid. Oh my god, Seth, did you ever watch my Larson vid? Yeah, no, do you wanna? I don't know if I have quite the nads to watch it on stream though, now that I think about it. I'll hear my own voice and I'll cringe. Stream it to him, hell yeah. Dude, I know what we're doing later. I did not laugh that much just for my pals not to watch it, so you're you're required. You must. Get a yellower color. This song that's playing right now is one of my favorite themes in this god darn game. I will never get tired of it. The cucumber is actually related to berry? Huh. You know, I suppose if a cucumber is a fruit, then so is squash, zucchini. Bell pepper's definitely a fruit. Tomato's a fruit for sure. I had him off for a bit. I can't believe he's leaving us. I can't believe he hates us. It's so over. A little cucumber butthole. Oh my god, I just had a realization. What if people, like, stumble upon me on Twitch? Or my YouTube stream, and just, like, don't know that videos were my primary? Man. Watch Project Hail Mary today, not gonna lie, gotta be in my top 10. What is it, a series or a movie? What kind of vibes? Yeah, this one, this theme right here. It was one I heard in a freaking Roblox game. Movie where Ken from the Barbie movie goes to space. Wait. You mean the Ryan Gosling, or are you dead ass about it being Ken? Cause that I would watch it. You guys, you are Ken enough for me. Okay, I'm gonna preemptively save this before it crashes. I'm really nervous about the smear tool. Ryan Gosling, gotcha. The man, the myth, the legend. Could you imagine what life would be like if in another universe you were born into a Ryan Gosling? What's your thoughts on life, bro? That's a heavy question. Be more specific, though. Like, what part of life? What are we talking here? Like, optimism? I mean, the part of life, that's life. Life's overrated. Yeah, bros. Today we stop living. We we exist in. Nah, shucks, I don't know. I mean, if you would have asked me this question when I was younger, I probably would have had a much more grim answer. My thoughts. Hmm. Well, I feel lucky to be around, although I have like health issues, and like some things are very unfair. But I don't know. My goal is to make the most out of it while I can. Says a ghost. You never know when your time's a comin'. I mean, when I was a wee youngin', sometimes I thought about, would I ever have kids? Maybe. And then I thought, no way on earth. And I thought I'd be a terrible mother, and nobody'd bring a kid into this world with the current circumstances of things and stuff. And now I'm like, I wish to procreate. To see a tiny smile. To give them hope. Hopium. To experience the ultimate kind of love. Not to receive it, but to give it. I think the more you love, the better life is. Might be easier said than done in some circumstances, but you know. Holy shit, you're cooking with the cucumber. Oh my god, Biggie. Tell me more. Ooh, where'd that dark color come from? Oh, I had the wrong tool, that's why. The texture's so cute. Thank you, Biggie. Colors could use some saturation though, I think, like in the ref pick. The ref. I think it also needs some, like the cucumber pimples. Kinda wish you could get rid of the shiny glare. I'm old, I can't see! Cuke pimple moans softly. Sticks finger in it and twists. That too much? I can take it back. Should give the cucumber a mech suit. Oh my god. Not in Blender. Hell no. To the no, no, no. I'm too beginner. I can barely even draw a mecha. But it's a pickle Gundam. Would you guys be Gundam enjoyers if they were pickle Gundams? Yuki, I think the cucumber lacks a mech suit. Give the cucumber a light blue unibrow and make it an alcoholic. Oh my god, dude. I have a friend that's been trying to convince me to get into Gundam for ages. I just realized there's only so many undos I could have. Frick. The things I do. I'll do it before I get too far and regret my spaghetti. But I took a screenshot. He's perfect. Bro! Thank you. It means a lot. There's so many Ocarina of Time mixes. Let's see if there's any good Dark Cloud ones. There's a chiptune. One. It's a metal cover. Final Fantasy remake. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, here's a Spirit King remix. Oops. Oh, I'm playing a dangerous game. Please don't crash. Save. It's saved. Alright, that's a little too intense. Now how I'm gonna do the nipples. I mean the pimples. I should smooth out this butt. Wish I could remove the doggone glare. What a lovely butt. Have y'all seen the video where this little girl goes, "Wow, lovely boobies, mommy," or something like that, and she's like holding what I presume is a newborn infant. Or at least a breastfeeding one. I don't think she was breastfeeding right that moment, but she was like, "They're so long and beautiful," and the mom was like, "Get out!" This is so funny. Stop what? Yes! And like, when she goes like, "Wow, beautiful boobies, mommy," she like rolls her eyes. Yo, this is exciting, Yuki. What an excellent vegetable. Yeah! Yeah! Wait, it's a fruit! Shut up, it's a fruit! It's genius's fruit. He heard boobies and came running. Worth it in this heat wave? I'm thinking yeah. Dude, a salad is ass if it doesn't have any cucumber. I would be much more willing to like be at something as wild as a steakhouse and order a salad if it had cucumber. But I don't want to take that risk. What if they don't have no cucumber? Caesar salad? Okay, I take it back. But I wouldn't order a Caesar salad if I went to like a steakhouse. If I went to a sushi restaurant, I wouldn't order a salad if it didn't have any cucumber. Unless they got that real tasty freaking orange ginger dressing. That shit is bumping. Alright, let's see what this chiptune one is all about. You know the salad you get at Pizza Hut where you can get tortilla chips and breadsticks and croutons? Best salad in the world. I'm gonna be so for real. I haven't had Pizza Hut in years. As a matter of fact, I think I've had Pizza Hut maybe a total of 3 times in my life. And this is coming from an American. We have lots of pizza. Okay, okay, check that out. Look at these cute little nipples. Would you eat this? I sure would. I think Pizza Hut is also not doing super well in America as far as I'm aware either. Cause like, why would you go to Pizza Hut when you have like a bajillion better options? Rip for her blood sugar. Stop. Nipples are a bit big? You can't say that about somebody's nipples! That's not nice! Don't like cucumbers, so no, I wouldn't eat it. You know what? You know what? That's valid. Oh, big nipples for the win. Hell yeah. I agree with Binky. What do you have against big nipples? Do we need to have a conversation? I like them big. I like them chunky. John knows what's up. That diameter of the nipples is what makes things work. Yeah? Making sure I got all my nipples. There's one. I'm gonna make smaller nipples too. So we got the big ones. I'm gonna make some small ones. How can you not get excited when you see big nipples? iPad kid be like, dog. Oh, I'm trying to type on an iPad, I see. You'll make it look infected? No! Only like a handful. I feel like pickling cucumbers have the biggest nipples. I'll be real, this whole soundtrack kinda cooks, except for this one. I used to joke that my marriage criteria is being familiar with this game. Oh, this part is bald! It needs a nipple. That's pretty cucumber-y. YouTube is censoring me. Alright, what does the tip look like? Don't answer that question. I'm seeing that they're darker, or sometimes they're the same color. Wait, now I'm seeing that they're lighter. Oh! The juice. I guess it depends on the cuke. If you show the tip, chat will tip. Is that so? Here it is. Must confess, I've been enjoying Hudson Williams a lot more. Am I gonna be burned at the stake if I admit that I have no idea who or what that is? Okay, yeah, I don't think he's handsome. If he's not Squid, then he's not handsome. That's very cute. I wish I could Gaussian blur this bad boy. Or. The cuke? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna smudge it outwards like this. Checked it a while ago. I lack a FANAME inside to understand any of this. My brain's still on cucumbers. So I'm just thinking, I don't have the feminine side to enjoy cucumbers. I feel like that's gonna fork shit up. Fork. Hope this doesn't mess up my nipples. Me when I don't wear a bra for a day and I fear gravity. See, I heard the opposite though, that like wearing bras all the time weakens your natural, like your muscles' ability to just keep them up on their own. But I could be wrong. I went like a year or two without wearing a bra, so perhaps I could contribute to the experiment, the data. Me when I have top surgery, I hope this doesn't mess up my nipples. The less I wear a bra, the more I look like a nan. No! Real bobbies hang. Let them things sag, let them swang. They're gonna anyways. Mine don't hang. Binky, you gotta have boobs to start with. That's a joke. That's a mean joke. You're very young, Binkward. What the fuck? But no, in like full actuality, like the sag comes from gravity fighting, and if like gravity doesn't have to fight much, like I think Binky has like the biggest buff right now, anti-sag buff. My growth spurt is coming, I know it. Okay. Now I'm hoping that helps with the seams that I had in Roblox last time. Gang, why is this so hot? It's because we're here, duh. Every year we're here, the Earth gets hotter. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, fire beat. Blim, 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 blim. Okay. Okay. Can I not rename you, please? Man. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ba. Ba-da-da-ba. That looks like a condom, man. Why are you not the right size? Piece of shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, move it around and get smaller. Why? America, explain. What do you mean Arkansas? No. What the frick? Okay. It's an eternal battle. Okay, I guess I'm probably gonna uninstall this stupid thing. It's pissing me off. Anyways, ignore the shitty cropping of my desktop screen thing, and enjoy. I'm going to import the Cuke. Is Arkansas a private version of Kansas? Maybe. Because you've never heard of anything that came from Arkansas, have you? Look at that big boy. That big juicy boy. Oh my god. Oopsies! Oh god, I could risk it. Oh no, I saw a seam. Or door. Oh, my stretching forked it up. Why? What? Why? Why come? Pain. Agony. Anywho. Just have a really difficult time seeing with the frickin' shininess. Where's the sheen? There it is. We don't want a frickin'. We don't want a seam in this house. I didn't sow the cucumber. I birthed it. No seam. No thank you. I just sacrificed a nipple to the cause. Let's try again. Okay, crazy how it's not the right size again. Bless you! Okay, I heard from Zach. Ehe. Norway. She doesn't understand our culture. Yuki started at me. What? Me. Cucumber. Insert. I don't want to resize them like that. Can I do it like this? Yeah, there we go. Now we got the lineup. Gang's all here. I still gotta fix the carrot. It's looking pretty snazzy. Tee. Well, you see here, I can explain. It was late at night, and I was cuddling down into bed, snuggling into the sheets. Then I saw there the only two in VC, and I was like, I'm gonna mess with them. And then I forgot about it. And I like closed out Discord. I was doing something else. I opened Discord again. And my most recent DM was from Binky. But it said I had Dave's icon, so I did a double take. Cause like, do you know how embarrassing it would be to send the things I send to Binky to David with no context? He's not a girl's girl, he wouldn't get it. Man, the things I send to Binky. I think I'd be given the wrong idea. I'm just a boy. Listen. It's not that you couldn't get it. It's just like I don't know that we're like that close. You know what I mean? For like a lady and a dude, you know. I can't be sending that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I'll send 2 encounters to y'all. Right? So, like, there's this, right? Okay? I'm gonna have to pause. Oh, oh my god, okay, hold on. I'm gonna full screen this real quick. And then there's this that I sent to her. When I get a notification thinking it's from her, but it's just my mate sending 2 guys kissing saying us. Sorry, I can't like make it smaller. I guess I could open Twitter, but I don't wanna. Okay, then you can stop sending me what you're. Wait. Pause. Oh, whoa? Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A wave of deep sea patrons has washed ashore. Welcome. Howdy, I'm Yuki Buns. I make art and videos. And I've been making 3D vegetables. I just finished my cucumber. Thank you for raiding. I hope you had a good stream. Hi, I love your art and your videos. Heart eyes, dude. Wait a minute. Did I do a chibi commission for you? Some time ago? Left Mayo, yes. Okay, I thought the name was familiar. Oh my god. Y'all, hold up. I'm surprised you remembered it. How could I forget something so cute? Y'all, if I may. This is a chibi I did. Look at that cutie pie. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Wow. Oh my god, sad. Someone knows your videos, that's crazy. You fell off and now you have to do model cucumbers. Stop. Oh man. I think I remember you drawing that one. Oh my gosh. It was a pleasure. If you ever want another chibi, hit me up. I love drawing chibis. I love drawing cute characters. I mean, he right though. And it's not like it fell off in like a I got canceled kind of way. Alright, my content TM fell off. But I just, you know, I haven't been active, haven't been around. Been around town. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Well, not yet. You never know nowadays. Yeah, I still could, I could get canceled. I'll start my cancellation arc myself. What should I do to get canceled for? Wow, 4 vegetables. Canceling Yuki for making problematic 3D vegetables. Stop, they're not phallic, leave me alone. Oh my god. My cucumba. They've been telling me for days to add 2 balls to them. I keep telling them no. You have a Google Doc yet? On me? Not that I know of. Dude, what if someone out there just like had a like a Google Doc on me just sitting. Like they're just really pissed off one day. And they typed it out, but they're like, ah, she's a nobody. I'm not getting any clout for this, I don't care. So what made you want to make these? Oh well, I feel like this is very specific. Well, I'm working on a game in Roblox, so that's free to play. And it's gonna be farming sim kinda. And this is what I have of the town center so far, and kind of what I need to do at this stage to move along is to make the 3D models. And like there's assets you can use that are like free on the toolbox. 3D assets. But they're ugly. Or they just don't fit my vibe. Putting Yuki on Fraud Watch. There was a Google Doc, remember that guy? If you're talking about the guy that made the video, I know nothing about a Google Doc. Beat. Let's search up beat. Showing me beetles. Give me a beet crop. Surely that'll work. So I got zooming in too much. I had this little dude. Which like Noah fence. Come on now. So this is a bee oh it's a turnip. Alright, check out my turnip. Right? This is pro turnip. Expertly made turnip by a master in the 3D arts. That is sarcasm, I have no idea what I'm doing. So teeny. Did anyone archive the call out of it? I don't know. I kind of want to see that guy's video. I kind of don't because somebody told me that it's a good thing that I haven't watched it because some of the stuff he said might have been triggering, and like I was friends with him, and my best friend and him were in like a Discord server together. And I mean I'd share personal things because I thought I trusted them. And I think he used that to like weaponize against me. Which does seem kind of shitty. It was slop, he was just being weird and sounded like a Redditor. You watched it. I forgot. Did I know you when that happened? I think I did. Because I remember freaking out and telling you about it. Herb plant. Now this is cute. This I could get behind. It's low poly, it's simple. That's cute. Good leaves. I'm sorry to hear. That's messed up, weaponizing personal info like that. Dang, that's kind of cringe behavior. I think so. Dude, why? What? Why the drama? Oh my god. I have no idea what it is, so don't worry. I'm sure it didn't reach much of your audience. Didn't reach much of an audience, period, if I'm correct in my memory, but that leaf model is old. Is it a classic? Sathers, can you recall the video for me, like the best you know? Let me look up carrot. Give you guys an example of carrots. Like some of these aren't bad. Like this is cute. Well, all I know is that guy doesn't have a channel. He does. I don't know if it's newer or not though. I actually just recently checked into this. Like I think within the last week. I forget why. See, some of these are cute and I wouldn't mind using them, but the thing is like trying to find all of them consistently. I just couldn't, so I'm like, alright, I might as well just make it myself. Plus, I could take pride in it, you know? So sure, it might take longer to do, because I gotta make them myself and I have to figure out Blender. But I think it'll pay off in the end. I think people would much rather I make as much of it I can by myself as an artist, you know? I think people appreciate that. I only retain useful information, so it's not in my limited brain space, I'm afraid. Fair enough. But I'll share the story. Give you a synopsis. Frick. Synopsis. Synopsis. So back in like 2020, 2021 or something is when I met this dude, and I think it was 2021, and he, I think, became friends from literally being in my Discord server. He was just somebody who was active, and I think he volunteered to play games, and you know, he seemed to like, he was funny and he was honest and he was open. Um, and we kind of liked that about him. We just like jived really well with him at the time. And he was also like our token British guy at the time. Um, and it was just fun. And eventually we like got closer to the point where me and my at the time real life best friend and him would hang out a lot, and we'd play games like Phasmophobia, and we'd chat and stuff, and you know, vent and all that good juicy business. And this fella, I'm gonna pull up the carrot while I'm yapping. This feller. So around that same time is when I started to get into VTuber rigging, cause in 2019 at the end of that is when I first attempted, and then I want to say I commissioned somebody, and it took her like I think like 10 or 11 months to get to. That's just like how her queue was. Um, and I was impatient, so I tried to learn how to do it myself in the meantime. And then from there on, it just took off, right? So then eventually I started taking commissions because people liked they liked my rigging. And this feller, and I'm going to go based off of memory. And at this point, perhaps I'm remembering wrong. I think I'm still pretty confident about this though, that he was complaining about, I don't know, like he wanted to get into VTubing, his model was dog shit. And I talked a lot to him about like VTubing and model making and rigging and stuff, and I was friends with another VTuber of his, VTuber friend of his, sorry, and we became mutuals, and this friend also commissioned me. Um, but I basically said like I would do it for free because I felt bad about his experience with his previous rigger who like didn't know what they were doing. And I mean it happens to the best of us. So even though I offered to do it for free, and I warned him like it would take a while and that I'd be doing it in my free time sort of thing, and he didn't mind, and then he insisted on paying me, and at first I was like, no, it's fine, no, it's fine, and he kept pushing it, and like, bitch, okay, I'll take the money, I need it, shit, okay. You know what I mean? Fine. You know, and because it was under the table, I didn't make him like sign any sort of like contract or agreement, any terms of service or anything, which I've learned the hard way since like don't ever do that. But Yeah, so after my activity started to drop off in that time, I wanted to try to come back, right? I wanted to be active again, but I was really struggling with it. I felt like I needed to be better already, and that I was letting everyone down if I wasn't. But I wasn't coping well. And that and like being so easy to access to just like anyone, anytime, and like feeling like people need me constantly is just, it was stressful as hell. I was shutting down, and this is on top of like my medication wasn't balanced yet at the time. I was dealing with PMDD with family members and friends who treated it like it was just like some mythical, fictional thing. Boy, oh boy, was that fun times! I'm back. Welcome back. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't exactly like the best person either during that time. Especially when it comes to like joking. Okay, listen. I would flirt with some fellas, okay? I would flirt with some fellas and then joke or complain about it to my friends because I thought they'd get it and or find it funny, which I thought he did, which is why I felt comfortable talking about that kind of stuff. Um, but I was very much the kind of person who, like, if a significant other or a person I think is going to be significant other, like, wants XYZ, I'm going to do XYZ. So, a lot of time, I would say most of the time wasted was by isolating myself or feeling guilty or feeling too, like, unwell to get my shit together, so to speak. And, some of it, I mean, he was right in that regard that, like, I was talking to people as one does. Heaven forbid. Been there. Nothing hurts more than your family thinking that you're faking sickness. Yeah, absolutely. Especially because mine is like female specific. No one in my family is diagnosed with it either, as opposed to other illnesses that we have that run in the family. And yoo-hoo, big summer blood. Hello, that thing you love. And yeah. So like I would vent to this friend about these fellers and my adventures, and like for the most part, it wasn't that serious. On a rare occasion, maybe I'd be upset. There was like this fallout I had with a guy who I was talking to who he was a German fella. And like I thought he was serious, dog. Hashimoto disease is not only female specific, it's also rare. It's not female specific as far as I'm aware, but that's not the one I'm talking about. Thyroid problems do run in my family, so that's not the one I was the most concerned about. Though I guess it's just one on the list. Man, TM, man. But yeah, in that video, he, as far as I'm aware, he blew it out of proportion, like naming it as an excuse, like I'm neglecting my commissions because of like wasting my time flirting with other men or something like that. I don't even know. But any whoosies, I'll cut to the chase. If you're unfamiliar, he one day messaged me. He's like, "Okay, it's taking too long," and then said like basically, "I'm giving you 2 weeks notice or something. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he got pissed off. And I don't remember if I made that 2 weeks or not before making a progress. I know I definitely like made his sketch. And then he decided, actually, this is bullshit. I want a refund. And I was like, okay, but you're gonna pay me for the work I already did, which was a sketch. And the total commission, like, first of all, my normal commissions are like 1,200 for full body, fully drawn, fully rigged. It's not even like 1,200. It's like 2,000 some odd. And bro only paid, I believe, 700. So I said you could pay me for the time that I spent on the sketch. And he seemed resistant about it, and then I refunded him everything except a certain dollar amount, right? And it was like, are you kidding me? 125 for a sketch? And I said, you're paying for my time. I base it off of base it off how long I worked on it, on an hourly rate, right? And he was fucking mad. I remember he tweeted out the sketch and he was like, "Would you pay 125 for this?" Which is like, I think the shittiest thing I've ever seen somebody do with my art. Is it endo? It's always endo. It's not endo. It's premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Actually, no, it's weird to guess. No, I don't mind. As most people are on the internet. Well adjusted, yeah. And then he threatened to sue and was using this big boy language. And I went and I asked my dad about it, which is a big deal because I don't normally talk to my dad, to be honest. I was like, Dad, I have to be real with you about something. And I told him about the situation, the predicament I'm in, and like what he thinks about it. And I asked him, like, do you think I made the right move? Because I know as an artist, you need to protect yourself. And my dad, like, agreed with me. And mind you, this is the kind of man that uh, has no problem calling you the F out if he thinks you're wrong. He has no gripes whatsoever. As a matter of fact, if there was any imbalance about the situation from my end, I definitely would have been chewed out about it. But I don't even remember that. But he said, to stand my ground and be firm and not let him, like, argue with me. And, what else? And that, like, he's talking out of his ass about wanting to sue. And that part I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I love when non-artists try to say how much art is worth. Like, I get it because, for my full body illustrations, my sketches would be cheaper. But that's also like a completely different scenario because I do them faster and it's for a completely different project. You know? Like making a model for live 2D, there's a lot that goes into it. And like sure you don't have to make it like pristine and perfect and all this kind of shit, but I'm trying to keep in mind how things are going to move, how things are going to be cut once I've drawn them, all that kind of stuff. But it's not worth it to him, I guess. But I gotta say, other than when I was like a child online posting my art, that was like the most like rude thing I've ever heard anybody say about my art, like publicly, like with his full chest. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And mind you, like he very particularly wanted like this and that, and there was going to be this really crazy, detailed, complicated, like robotic arm thing they was gonna have me do. And that one I was like stressing the hell out about because like I don't really do mecha. Like I like it when it's me doing it in my own free time. But when I'm like being commissioned for it, it stresses me out. I don't enjoy it. I think it looks like shite. Yuki, I would not pay much for this carrot. Google Doc is on the way. The more I hear about this, the more I feel like I've heard the story before from like a video or something. I've only talked about this on stream. I've not made a video about it or anything. Unless you're saying you saw his video, in which case, damn son. And that's about all I remember from the situation at the present, methinks. But I just remember being so bummed out because he is somebody who was like beefing with a couple of other people in our little community on my server, and like I came up to bat for him, like I defended him. I'm like, no, like trust him, blah blah blah. And I really thought that he was a friend that I could trust, and I thought he was a friend that I could respect. And it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of grim. You think to yourself like, man, there's so much that could happen to you on the internet that sucks, but that sucked the most. Like top 10 sucky moments. And this is after, of course, too, like, so those who may not be familiar with my lore, I was supposed to marry a fella. I was engaged to a fella. And, like, shit hit the fan, to put it nicely, without sharing too many details. Um, Involving him crushing on some random online girl, and yeah, any whoosies. I did not cope well with that. And that's when I started to isolate. And this is also during the peak of COVID. So it just like made isolating and shutting down so much easier. And just like a cakewalk to get away with because like everybody's isolating. So, family didn't hear from me, friends didn't hear from me, blah blah blah. And then at that point, like when I was talking to him was when I started to try to pull myself out of it and pick up the pieces and get my shit together. And I felt kind of pressured. I felt like I had to get my shit together, right? And I wanted to believe that I was like over the hump, like yeah, like shit sucks, but you know, shit happens to everybody. It just sucks, and you know, I'll be fine. And I just wanted my space and time to deal with it, but then it's like then that happens, right? And then I had other shit happening that I wasn't public about. And it's just like thing after thing after thing. And I was like, I just kept in my mind. I was like, I'm recovering. I'm getting better. I'm trying. All of the while, like people that I thought I could trust and were important to me were actively promoting the opposite to my face. Yippee! Is what it is. I don't know. I feel like a short talking about someone who tried to grief an artist by sharing. I was like, would you pay for this? And it is a robot kind of art. The people pretty much defend the artist. Oh, nah, this was his Twitter before he went private and blamed me for the reason he had to go private and stop VTubing, even though he proceeded to, like, bring his account back and VTube again anyways. Just whatever, dude. Okay. I think I cleaned up most of the seams down there. Go back up to the tippy top. Oh yeah, I think I needed to check the seamy seams, or the stemmy stems. So maybe a different story, yeah. And he posted it on his Twitter, so his two friends, I imagine he was venting to and getting advice from, who were most certainly early 20 somethings, were like also like agreeing with him. Like, okay, dude. Make sure all the stemmy stems have the right texture. Oh yeah, the leaves. The leafy leaves. I don't think I was around for the Engaged saga. You might have been. It was over in 2021. If that gives you enough info. But we live and we learn. I mean, retrospect, glad it didn't work out. Was it one of the guys from back in the Skype call days? Do you do you mean Discord call days? Because I've been streaming on Twitch since 2015, and I've been using Discord before then. Well, the past is the past. Now let's focus on putting balls on the carrots. Bro! No, we used to Skype. Whoa, 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 whoa. You dead ass? Nah. As a group. A group? Are you sure? It's like 4 or 5 of us? Are you sure? Cause that would be like, yeah, Maddie was one of them. Wait, Maddie, the guy that was on my stream in calls? Because I've never done Skype calls. I've done Discord group calls. Matt Rasman, that okay. No, dog. No. Hold on. Pause. That okay. That was when I started streaming, and that was a hot minute ago. That's when I used to face cam, boys. That's when I used to face cam. Um, Yar no, it was not that back then. I was in a relationship with this feller for like 4, I think, going on 5 years. Yeah, I'm from the flesh tuber days. Okay, you like made me panic for a second because there was a period of time where I was mostly using Skype, and I was very young, and I don't think I'm in contact with any of those people anymore. That aside from I think 1 or 2 people, and in contact with is like a kind of a stretch. The rest of them I don't think I've been in contact with. Man, you made my heart beat out of my chest. I'm like, oh God. God, I hope people don't remember me from my teenage days. Good times. That's cool. Shading. Missing a stem. Jeez, y'all are old. I'm just not an infant. I'm a 300 some odd year old ghost. Think about how I wanted to export this. You know what? I'm not even gonna join it. F it. Carrot. Can't check how long I've been following because I deleted my old account. Angel of Hearthstone. Yeah, that's familiar. That's familiar. Gonna delete that carrot. Import new carrot. Man, I've been on the internet for a very, very long time. And sometimes I'm nervous that like someone's gonna dig something up that like I posted when I was like 12 and like try to cancel me for it or something, and I would have no clue what they're talking about. I have no idea what kind of like creature I was, other than embarrassing. Well, I'm gonna start PNG tubing soon. Hope it goes well. Gamatane! My best tip to you, and this is from experience, be consistent. Be very consistent. I think I might have been conflating Skype and Discord, because I have a distinct memory of using my iPad, and that was mostly with Skype. I want to say I transitioned before I was living in the house that I started streaming from. So that's why I'm like so like adamant that it wasn't Skype. Man, it's funny that I'm nervous about people finding things from when I was like 11 or 12, which would probably be really hard to find because even I can't find all of them. And I have like stuff from like I don't know, like 10 years ago that would probably get me canceled real easy. Man, Chippy's been napping all day. Chippy, you still sleeping? You pretty girl. I think everyone knows stuff from 10 years ago would get them canceled. You think that, but then people will very, very confidently be like, can't relate. I don't have that problem. Because I'm not a terrible person. Like, damn, okay, perfect, my bad. Ugh. There's still some funky business going on with the texture. Boy, do I really not want to deal with it right now, though. A friend of mine from high school showed me some of my old DeviantArt stuff from somewhat recently, and it made me want to vomit. That's valid, and I would do the same, dude. It's so embarrassing. Imagine a 12-year-old girl just being like open and honest from the bottom of her little heart. Like, if you think Roblox kids are cringe, man, imagine the kind of kid that freaking pirates Photoshop as a fun activity. Actually, you know what? Nah, we're out. Busy A curve. Some things never change. You're still cringe, Yuki, but it's a different kind of cringe. It's the kind of cringe that you could handle at your current age. Adobe products and Windows are always morally okay to steal, quote unquote. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Old and funny. Bruh. She's a VTuber. The cringe is ironic now. Seth, do you pirate Windows? Why do you think bro couldn't play Minecraft with us? At first it was because he couldn't, and then he was like, I'm too good for Minecraft. My name is Sanders. I hate everybody. My balls smell. I like to smell balls. You wouldn't download a window. Try to look at these one at a time. Look good. They all share the same texture, so it should be fine. But it's the sticks. I'm very confuzzled. Making your favorite fruit? Correct. I mean, okay, right now I'm doing a carrot, because I finished the cucumber. Do you know what I mean? How do I make these share the same thing of doodle? I need to Google it. Man, I got so deep into the yap, I forgot I turned off my music. Cucumber's your favorite fruit? Yeah, probably. I mean, cucumber's just my favorite, period. It's versatile, it's delicious, it's good for you, you can't go wrong. I was like, why so quiet? Because I'm locked in after yapping. Which reminds me, Dark Cloud OST again, boys. I'm trying to fix this carrot. I was gonna do it off stream, but I finished my cucumber kind of fast. Kiwis are superior? Kiwis are versatile, they can be fruit, birds, or a nation's people. But you wouldn't eat them, right? Okay, that should do it. Yippee! The bunny in her heart can't resist the carrot. Why do you think I started with vegetables? Y'all who didn't see yesterday or whatever, look at the flower I made in Blender. Low poly flower, dude. Eventually I want to make some bushes, but they're not on my Blender grind list. It's for whenever. Looks great. Wow! Thank you! The asset flowers are pissing me off. So I want to make my own greenery. What if carrots were this big? If I don't anchor them, but they're grouped together, they still fall apart. Bushes and cucumber, all left is some balls. Dude, stop talking about balls! I broke my carrot! I'm riding my carrot! One thing I'd love to do for fun, maybe someday, is make an environment that's like a bunch of giant suites. Just not like an original concept or anything, but I think it'd be fun and cute if I feel that confident enough with Blender by that time. Okay, close this out. Yoshi Island carrot. Riding my carrot Yuki 2K26. The big year 2026. Biggest year ever. Source big. Man, one day I want to rig my other alt models. But I don't have live 2D sub money. Someday. Someday. And that day will come after this game, methinks. Right, hopefully tomorrow I'll have a video recorded. Don't know when the drop will be though. I think I am done here for today, my dudes. I'll be back again tomorrow. Can you guess which crop I'm doing next? What's the end goal for learning Blender? To make all the crops that I need? Is lemon. Okay, you know what? I'll certainly... Lemon is on the docket for the future. Crop dusting. Man. Right, but why do you need crops? Because I'm working on the game. So the video I'm recording tomorrow is going to more properly announce it. So Hopefully they'll bring some more context. Yeah! Yeah! That's what you're looking at. So, I'm making a game in Roblox, so it's free to play, it's low poly, it's easy access, it's easy for me to figure out as a person who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. There's a lot of free assets, and like to some degree, like a lot is buildable in Roblox itself. Like for instance, this building, a lot of it I built from just parts from scratch. The lanterns were assets though, and this door. And the arch part of this window. I have no freaking idea how they made it unless they did it in Blender first. Might go to convention tomorrow. I'll still drop by the stream though. Oh, that sounds fun! Will it still be free to play though? It is Roblox. So like a lot of Roblox games, there'll still be like passes or like optional things that you can do with Roblox, but it's meant to be a premium, like a choice, like not like pay to win. You know what I mean? So either like you should be able to enjoy the game fully whether or not you spend real money. Each my point. Please don't make the passes pay to win. Okay, thank God. Yeah. So like, you should be able to come in, do your thing. Money you spend should be mostly convenience, and that's what I'm aiming for. As a matter of fact, I wrote down my ideas. See if I can pull them up. Also, TBH, if this was a Steam game, I'd pay for it. Alright, I pulled it up. So, my ideas are like currency redeems. So like the typical, like you could buy in-game money to a certain degree. Make it so that your plants can't die. Automatic +1 fertilizer on crops. Maybe a VIP, question mark. +3 stalls, which is an aspect I have not talked about publicly yet. I am not giving Roblox my dollars. I wonder if we could shortcut it if you gave it to me and then I gave it to you in the game. I don't know if I as a dev can do that or not. Mortal plants? It's not immortal. Or maybe yeah, I guess that is immortal. Because I want you to also be able to choose, like, if you like how they look and they're part of like your design, how you want your garden or lot to look or whatever, that they can stay there. Be really cool. Yeah. You know what, we're all pals here. I'll tell you my concept that I've been keeping on the down low for just now. thing is making my brain rot. So, part of the aspect of this game is like you get to have this stall, your little own like farmer's market type deal. It's gonna be a certain size, I haven't determined what it is yet. And you're going to be able to place it anywhere in like the shared open world outside of your farm. And so you decorate it, right? And there's going to be like, boop, asset furniture I'm looking at that you could pick from, or I'm just going to make them myself, honestly, that you could decorate with. But you'll also be given the ability to create and build your own stuff. That's my goal. So through like foraging and even through some of your crops, you'll be able to gain materials needed to be able to like custom build your own furniture, and at the stalls you could sell your stuff. Sounds kind of TOS to cut them out. I'm not cutting them out per se. It's just instead of the fees being taken from Binky, they'd be taken from me. Which isn't like the best way to circumvent it, I guess, because the fees are still being distributed, I think. I don't know for sure. That's my assumption. I'm no expert. I've never been an expert, I think. But if there's a way for me to do it, I'll let you know. Because, I mean, I participated in a contest once and I won 8,000 Roblox. And I don't know, like, if it came from the owner himself or what, you know? All I know is I didn't have to pay any fees. I want Roblox to go bankrupt, but also if Bloxburg disappeared, I would cry real tears. I would afford them more support, quote unquote, if they made better decisions. But at the moment, as like a scripting, coding noob, it's easy enough for me, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say easy, but you can find that like everything you need either through assets or tutorials. And people they love to make bank off of being a Roblox dev, I swear to god. So there's like tutorials for everything. Companies and good decisions are allergic to each other. So true. That's why I'm making this game as an individual, not a company. Okay, my brothers in Christ, it's been a real pleasure, but your girl has to pee. And I'm done for today. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me make a cucumber and fixing my carrot. And tomorrow? Well, you'll see. It's over. Alright. I must depart, dearly beloved.